Yo. Hello. Friday. Tainted Grail. Let's do some quests. Everything seems to be working. Right. My minions. Let's go. Oh wait. Where is my OBS? Where is it? Yeah, let's see if we can do some quests before we go. Brimhar, no face. Yeah, let's explore that way. No, wait, before that, we need to go here.
Nothing ever happens.
We need to go to the question mark that I was confused about before. This question mark. I hope I survive. Ouch. Yep, that is the question mark. It's a hidden cave underneath. Castaway's cave. Get them, minions. Charge! Let's explore around in case there is something. Hold on, what was the other cave? There was a other. Oh, it was like a tunnel. This one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's empty. Oh, oh. My minions just pushed me. Cider. Wine. Drowners. Yes. Marilyn Storms. Shoots a single homing projectile. Oh, that's a boat. Torch of the Seas. Get him. Good night. Tide Piercer. Is there something else I can get? Let me see the sword. It looks strong. Expensive. I cannot use anything. Statue. Skeletons. Oh, it's a boat. It says I should do bonfire. I don't see any suitable place. No, no. Oh no, I want to speed up close. Ability. Is there anything in the water? No. Empty. Alright, let's go here. Maybe we can do the bonfire over here. No? I wonder if it's like because I'm in the cave. Well, probably is it. Why else it wouldn't let me? Do I have a map or something? No. Yeah, still does not let me. Yeah, we came all the way back. Let's go out. I think we came, we got what we came for. How do we get back? That's the question, right? The waters here are pretty empty. No wildlife, no plants, nothing. Really empty. What happened? Why did I just loading screen? Huh? Hello? All right. Where am I? Um. Did I just travel? Hey, that's cool. I just traveled into the new area without trying. Also, there is someone. Hello. But I want to go back. I'm not finished with the previous area. How do I go back? How did I get in? Can I do bonfire? I can.
How could I? It took place after my death, and I was not summoned back when it happened. Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a threat, one that could neither be questioned nor studied, then he had to die. You do not understand how dreadful these creatures are. Even with the weirdness weakened, they remain formidable foes. We cannot fault these people for defending themselves.
All right. Okay, I need to go back. But I don't know how do I get back so it does not teleport me. That's the annoying part. Where I'm gonna be in the water? Oh, I'm at the beach. Oh, nice. I am on the right spot. Okay, quests. So this is in here. This is not sure where. This is also in there. I failed this, so there is no point. I can craft. Okay, let's craft. A key to the cage? What cage? That's my question. Oh, cage. Maybe done.
Help! Help! I'm here! Help!
What is? Very friendly.
Much better. I suggest we leave quickly. You may have attracted some attention with your actions. Vidar, a Pict. I'd add at your service, but we both know that's not how this works. Not here, not now, not yet. I know the weirdness, and in these times, such knowledge is worth more than gold. That's why they captured me, and it's probably why I'm still alive. I overheard them say they're going to hand me over to some crow. Crow isn't a name, but a title. Crows belong to the children of Morrigan. I assume the one holding me was a... No. Can I... You've never seen a desecrated shrine of the All-Mother. Incredible. I thought the terror of the children had spread far by now. Morrigan is their goddess, where the All-Mother stands for love, care, and peace. Morrigan is her opposite, a patron of war, death, and destruction. If the All-Mother is the light, Morrigan is a shadow. You have no mercy. I tell you what I know. Let's not linger too long. Someone might notice your work.
I don't
Every
care.
bandit on Avalon wants to join the children of Morrigan. They control everything that happens in the shadows. Smuggling, politics, assassinations. They claim they're building a new world from the ashes of the old, under Morrigan's banner instead of the All-Mother's. That's probably why they're rounding up the Picts. You did save me, so I can repay you with answers. What do you wish to know? It is and isn't. It depends on how you approach it. The weirdness is pure potential, an untamed creative force. If you fear it, your fear will create horrors. But if you enter with an open mind, a universe of possibilities will unfold before you. We Picts have been trying to understand the weirdness for years, to make it serve our purpose. It has always been and always will be, but I doubt it has a specific origin or beginning. It's as natural to Avalon as any other element. You need not fear it, unless you yourself make it dangerous. Nothing will happen. We do know, however, that the Four Dwellers were naturally attuned to perceiving and shaping the weirdness. My people had to learn it on our own. There's the trouble. You can't fight the weirdness. You can only try to push it away. It's like air. You can limit it by lighting a fire in a sealed room, but beyond that, it's always present. People use various methods. Weird candles, menhirs, even bonfires fueled by ethereal cobwebs. They work, but my people prefer to befriend the weirdness rather than force it away. I overheard them mention the ruins of Roscry. It's a tiny village, long abandoned. I suspect its people fled to the horns of the south. But if you're thinking of ambushing the Crow, I beg you, don't. These are dangerous people, and I doubt a Crow would come alone. However, if we pretend you're the bandit supposed to deliver me, they didn't keep me in prison for nothing. I can defend myself. I just need my hands freed. I propose we meet near Roscry and deal with the Crow together. Thanks to you, I'm no longer their prisoner. But I fear for my brothers and sisters. If they don't get me, they'll just find 3 others like me, and the horror will continue. I cannot allow that. Excellent. We must remain vigilant. The children of Morrigan are formidable foes. Thanks to our union, Avalon will be a safer place.
All right. Over there. Okay. It seems I have to go up there, but I still want to. Let's teleport to the city. There should be bench or something for crafting, right? Maybe in here? Can I craft here? Alchemy station. Oh, we got just alchemy station. Anything for crafting? No. Quarters. Uh, alchemy.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy. Indeed, the climate here will change a bit. For the better, I dare say. Worried? Of course not. Fear is the greatest enemy of knowledge. For someone who lives in fear, there's nothing else to do but sit in a crumbling hut praying to the All-Mother that the first gust of wind won't blow the roof down over their head. I believe an alliance with the Dalriata could provide me with many valuable experiences. Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it. Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patient something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself. The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world. Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea, but please tell me, if you live to find out. What irony? I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the south. Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though. I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group. Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups. There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky. Well, they already trust my word, and I'll be sure to deny everything. Moreover, I'm in the position to raise my prices or to refuse to sell you medicine, whichever suits my mood. I'm honestly quite offended you're even asking. Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out. A curse? Fascinating. Let me think. Wait, no, I don't need to think. My useless Camelot education only taught me what could be proven. So, we never covered the existence of curses in class. Let me think. Among people of science, there is an opinion that the mind can get sick, just like the lungs or the heart. I fully agree. If a person believes there's a curse, it will come true, whether real or not. Sometimes the right mixture of herbs, certain habits, and some carefully chosen words can save a person, even when they're deep in the throes of despair or madness. This is a field more suited for druidic magic, however, since Camelot is stuck on the theory and doesn't seem to make any progress with the practice. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a tangible solution, but I hope I've pointed you in the right direction. Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do? Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
Yes.
Good point. That is a very good point. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods. Back at the academy, I found an ancient scroll written by the Druids. Forbidden knowledge, especially now after the mob forced them all into a wicker man and burned every last one of them to ash. I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that needs to be performed at night within a stone circle. And guess what? There's one in the nearby forest. I guess you already know what I need you to do, hmm? That is an excellent question, but I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word. Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fergus's face if he hears about me going out there. And here I am, thinking that everyone's already heard about the Charred Conclave. Well, it wasn't the proudest moment in our history, that's for sure. You truly don't know. At some point, the villagers all around the island decided that the Druids were responsible for the Red Death, and all other ailments of our times. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. Hundreds of years of knowledge gone within the blink of an eye. But, well, that's what's bound to happen when you stop paying for people's education and invest in keeping the elites fed instead. In Camelot, maybe, but this far south, nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
This guy is in the same posture the whole conversation. How does he's not hurt? How can he do that? Venom Flick. Oh, it's a spell. Poison. Flicker Bolt. Lighting Shock. Burning Ember. Health Potion. Recipes. I'm still looking for the workbench. I need the workbench.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Okay.
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osbrid to get it pulled out. Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read.
She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber.
I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good. No, Heber took it, the plonker. Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep. You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah? No matter.
Wait, is he the guy? He is the guy, right? Yeah.
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Either he removes the tooth, or it will keep hurting. Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I honestly don't have time for village superstitions. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. As if I don't have enough problems already.
Hello, Flutterer, welcome.
No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine. No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients. Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this. What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
Right, where is the workbench? I need a workbench.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work. Huh? Ah, yes, of course. So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the stale lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship? Orla. I'm sure I'm not mistaken. Anyway, about that favor I asked of you. I guess you still haven't sobered up, huh? The Stale Lamb. You know, the tavern in the village below the keep. It's run by Ron. Truly a great place. I hope they're not planning to close it down. Oh, they wouldn't do that, right? Just as we agreed. I appreciate that you remember. Holding one's tongue is the key to success. Keep it up. You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand. Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem. Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage. Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, Old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit Old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage. Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers.
Oh?
I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees.
Yeah, that was random.
And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
I need workbench. The sage, nice. Nice. Let's explore here. Who is?
Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them?
Who?
Lighthouses. Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough? Is it because one is less than two and less is worse? I mean, two lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one, and ships don't even sail this way anymore. Ah, symbolism. Yeah, maybe. Whatever that is. Aye, why would they? The waters are treacherous, so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination. Besides, who'd have the time to build or repair them? There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more. Well, not much going on here, as you can see. Things have been a bit different lately, due to the refugees. One was even hanged for theft. But I can't say much more as I wasn't there. If you're interested in the horns, you should visit our museum. You'll learn more about that fella, Swal, or whatever his name is. Aye, it's boring, but at least you don't have to pay to enter. But almost nobody goes there anyway. What do I think? As long as they follow the rules, they can stay. And if they don't, then they can hang. That's all. Folks are saying that there's some other group, probably more dangerous, not so far from here. If they come closer, well, that wouldn't be too good. You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure, you'll have to go elsewhere. There's always something happening out in the world. But you know what? Here in the south, everything happens late. It's a big world out there, and a small one right here. Gotta admit though, it does look pretty majestic.
Okay, good talk. Let's go up. What? There is a big gap. Okay, let's not go up. There is a bridge. And also, what is down here? Just asking for a friend. Wine, lockpick, arrows. Let's go down first and then we go up. Holy shit. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, that scared me. Not gonna lie. Okay, I lower it a bit.
Oh, mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass, will you promise not to make any trouble? That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around biting people. Brendan, bring
I don't remember being it so loud previously.
It's not my place to question a captain's decisions, but this undermines everything we've fought for. If he's made a deal with them, I can only hope it's worth the risk to the keep. And to our honor. Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I know Mahone can be a piece of shit sometimes, but gods. Now both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason that refugee isn't dead. Yet. So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day and everyone's pissed. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the middle of it all. No need to tell me that. But I can't just go back to patrolling the walls. I'd be a laughingstock. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works itself out. I mean, everyone's gotta die someday, right? So whether it's me or them, at least my problems will be over. No, not really. Fortunately. The deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. But I've got no way to fix it. Dara's always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it myself, someone else needs me for something. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of? You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge. There are bigger problems, but it'd be a start. Truth be told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here even uses boats. But, well, you know how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing. I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But if you're interested, I could teach you a thing or two about home decor. Not exactly standard keeper knowledge, but, well, we all have our secrets. Surprised? Can't blame you. This might sound odd coming from someone stationed at a glorified fish bucket, but I've got a thing for furniture. The only thing more mismatched than the barracks around here is my career choice. But, yeah, I like imagining places where things fit. Where chairs don't wobble, tables don't look like someone hacked them together with a dull axe, and beds, well, beds don't feel like they're plotting your murder while you sleep.
Okay, does this mean I can have my own home? Decorated?
Not exactly.
Or is it just
secret
random?
broadcast. Most folks see me as Tiernan the Grumbler. But hey, we've all got something that keeps us safe, right? Mine just happens to be daydreaming about nicer chairs. Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. Her name's Lady Elisa.
Lady Elisa.
Something. I don't remember. She came here with her husband. I never heard him get a word in. You know, sometimes I regret not getting married. But if I had a
They
wife
just
like
want to
her,
be part of it.
I'd just end up being a keeper all over again. See you around.
Alright, let's check out the house there. Do this.
Hey, you're heading to the village, right? Tiernan should let you in. Take this medicine to my father, will you? Goban is a loud man. You shouldn't have trouble finding him. Offer. Seriously? You'll have my eternal gratitude, but nothing more for now. Go on. Take it. Come to me afterwards.
Sure. Holy crap.
An alliance with the Dalriata? That's trouble waiting to happen. Plain and simple. Brendan's back, acting like everything's fine. But does he even think about what this might cost us? The Dalriata are hot-blooded, sure. But that heat doesn't fix problems. It makes them worse. And when this alliance goes to hell, and it will, it won't be them dealing with the fallout. We'll be left to clean up the mess, while they're off somewhere else, hands clean. Ah, he used to serve too. In fact, he was the builder before me. Now he's just an old fart angry at the world. But a father is a father, right? We may hate each other, but as long as I can help him, I will. Hence the medicine.
Scottish. I see.
If Eber doesn't know, then I don't either. So we keep trying. Because he received orders not to let any keeper through without a pass, and I don't have one. I've already used mine. Guess what I used it on? That's right, bringing medicine to my father. When that Egypt gets an order, he's like a priest who stumbled into an orgy. He's got a stick up his ass. Nothing gets through him. Not all keepers have been here their entire life, you know? He got me before he joined the Horns. Serves me right for wanting to find him, stupid son of a bitch. If only I knew what it would entail. I don't know. Following my old man here was all I ever wanted. Never saw myself as anything else. Tried picturing myself as a husband, a father once. But, nah. I wouldn't know how to raise it.
I have no idea what that means.
Just mess them up. Like father, like son, I guess. Well, no, of course not. We're not priestesses of the All-Mother. A woman can be an old crone
Idiot for
and
imbecile.
still devote herself to the
I
All-Mother.
see.
But a man's got to have some fight left in him to be a keeper. Old enough to hold a sword, young enough to not break under its weight. We all got different roles around the keep, sure. But at the core, we're warriors. Don't forget that. If I had a gold coin for every time someone asked me that, I could fund the damn thing myself. Look, it's Camelot's orders. I get paid to follow them, not to question them. If they want to throw money at us to keep up appearances, that's their problem. I'm not about to stop them. Keep your head down.
Alright, let's go down. Are you okay? Who this?
My poor Morris. I hope he's surviving out there. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in this place, but we don't always get to choose, do we? What a nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart. I heard that the Dalriada had taken over the keep. I'm not sure what to make of it. I just hope they'll let us stay the way we are. Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around too much. I just heard about that fight with the rude keeper, and now poor Cole's locked up in a cage. Him and Patrice make such a lovely young couple. They remind me of Morris and me when we were their age. I'm sorry, dear. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm still not used to all this. You see, I was born in Little Grove and thought I would live out the rest of my life there, working in the orchards in the mornings and drinking warm cider with my beloved in the evenings. We never wanted to see the world. I guess sometimes the world doesn't give us a choice, does it? Little Grove was raided by bandits, a local gang that had been terrorising the area for months, growing in numbers with each raid. Their leader, Bald Kate they called her, somehow got hold of a branding iron used to mark outlaws. After pillaging a village, she'd brand some men and women of her choosing. That way, Kate made sure nobody would ever help them, and that they'd have no choice but to turn to her if they wanted to survive. My Morris used to be a skilled tanner. I guess that's why she picked him. Yes, I asked him to. He wanted to run with me, but he was still feverish after the branding. I was worried he'd die on the road. Now, I don't have many kind words for Kate, but she doesn't like her efforts to go to waste. As long as he stayed, she'd make sure he was healed. I hated leaving him there, and I hate to think of what she's making him do, but I hope he's at least still alive. Of course I did, right after I got here. The only answer I got was that they're aware of the bandit problem and are dealing with it. But I've heard rumours that the gate is always shut, and the keepers are forbidden to leave. So, I've got no hope there. Look at me, love. I'm just an old woman. I've lived a quiet life, never learned any skills Kate would find useful. She has no need for useless mouths to feed, and Morris, well, he didn't want me to stay anyway. He said we'd find our way back to each other, but I'm starting to fear we'll have to wait for another life. From what I've heard, they decided to stay in Little Grove for a while, drinking my cider to the last drop, no doubt. Not like they have to worry about the authorities. The only ones we saw were the Camelot tax collectors that came by once a year. Other than that, not a uniform in sight since I was a little girl. Oh, Mother bless you, my dear. That's all I could ask for. Please, let me know as soon as you learn anything. At first, it wasn't so bad, but now it gets worse every day. We just sit around here, doing nothing. Don't get me wrong, we have food, we have a roof over our heads, and we're grateful for that. But no one trusts us enough to let us do any work. None of us wants to be a freeloader, as they call us. I wouldn't mind a task or two to earn my keep and to take my mind off my troubles. I might not be all hale and hearty, but I've still got two good hands, which is more than you can say about some of the codgers living here. Take care of yourself, love.
You too.
What's left for someone like me? I've already told you I'm not going anywhere. If you want something from me, then... Oh, I don't know you. I'm Dugald. You're not one of us. And you're not local either.
You could have chosen a better time to come here. Kind of poor ambience, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least we have a roof over our heads.
This game has a lot of conversations, that's for sure.
Those tribal folk, eh? I don't know, it feels a bit strange. But on the other hand, Frang's a good boy. Maybe they've got a bit of sense after all. And it won't be so bad.
My boy Frang and I came here with the others.
we left our village because we had to. Well, I had to. But Frang is a good lad, so he came with me. I took him in, you know. Found the poor sod at the mill, sleeping in the hay. He was chilled to the bone back then, but I could tell he'd be a strong lad once he thawed out. He used to help out on the farm. He's young, but he already has a couple of tattoos. Tribal ones. Means he must have been cast out of the Del Rita. At first, the people in our village gave him dirty looks. But then they realized he wasn't a bandit. He was a good, hard-working kid. Then they started to treat him as one of their own. Frang is a quiet boy, and he doesn't talk much about himself. I feel like those days with the Reader are long buried for him. Almost like he never lived them. Roscree. Few shacks and a small field of grain. I was a miller back there. My daughter married a good, hard-working man. Eventually, I gave them the mill. Still helped around, but wanted to let the young folks learn how to work there. Then this kid, Frang, came along. Everything seemed to be going pretty well. Of course, something happened. Life here can't just be bearable. Oh no. Everything has to get screwed up somehow. That's the way it goes in this cursed land. My dear Trina and her bairn. Hey, they got caught by a weird beast. I started to hit the bottle and finally, my son-in-law kicked me out. I left Roscree, and so did Frang. He says he has some kind of life debt, and he won't leave me alone until one of us drops dead. I'm sorry too. To be honest, I'm a bit confused about what's going on. Usually it was me who yelled at everyone, and now I feel like a drudge. And this nasty thing with Coll. Poor lad. Shouldn't have ended like that. He and Beatrice got along very well. Let me tell you something. When I saw all these wrinklies around here, I thought this place would suit me. But then all this shit happened. I suspect we won't stay here long.
Who's next? Who wants to talk to me? Alice.
You've come to put me in the cage. Sorry. Just a bit of grim humor. You know, about what's been happening here. Such a mess, isn't it? Cola's alright, and Beatrice, what a shame. Such a fine girl. Anyway, I'm Ellis. Nice to meet you. What do you need? Well, looks like the enemy's here, and I'm not talking about the Dalriata. Well, I'm Ellis. Goldsmithing is my life and passion, and between you and me, I feel like I'm losing my mind without it. When I hold tools and make beautiful things, it feels like I can bring some light into this wretched world. I wish I was somewhere where I could just do some goldsmithing, but I'm a bit scared. So, here I am, sitting on my ass in some village listening to waves and the screams of seagulls and old men. Nothing to write home about, even if I still had one. I was working as a goldsmith in a group of, let's call them, business people. I was once traveling with a caravan that got attacked by him. Their chief was a smart guy. The moment he heard I was a goldsmith, he knew what to do with me. He got me converting all the jewelry they stole into new pieces. Do you want to hear what I did once? We went to Timberwall. The gang wanted to rob some merchant's house. We holed up in a seedy tavern and waited for the right moment. Then, one night they broke in. Came back with a whole load of trinkets. Beautiful stuff. The moment I saw it all, I instantly knew what I wanted to craft. They gave me a couple of days. I tinkered for a bit, and then, ta-da! Brand new merchandise. After I was finished, I dressed myself all nice, went to that merchant's house and went, "Good morning, kind sir. I'm a goldsmith. My work is renowned in all of Camelot. Would you be interested in what I have to offer?" You know what he said? Of course I would. That nonce bought the entire lot, even though I inflated the prices like a street peddler. And when I came back, the others couldn't believe their eyes. I thought I was gonna keel over. I miss that.
Nothing changes.
Okay. Frank.
Something happened. Frang listens. Brandon's back. Frang knew that Alrida would rise stronger with him leading. Brandon's no fool. He'll make sure that Alrida stand tall against Camelot. Frang sees it now. That Alrida will reclaim everything Camelot tried to take. I'm not from anywhere. Frang is attached to nowhere. I found a home with Dugald. I owe him a life debt. Frang was never a Dalrida. Not without a name. Without a name, you are nobody in the tribe. Like me. And if that lasts too long, you must leave. I left and became Frang. Frang. A name, and not a name. Nothing happened to Frang. A stray taken in by a miller. That's all. Frang cannot be a Dalriada. His mother was. But the tribe decided that he was not worthy of a name. That is why he is not of the tribes. Conquer. Wolf. Strong. Important name. Not seen in the south for a long time. Must be dead. A place without a leader. As I see it, it will finally fall apart. One way or another. There are no tales about a place that survived without a strong leadership. And it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. Titles are just words that pull the wool over a man's eyes. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their names mean as much as Frang's. Which is to say, nothing. Now they're a bit like Frang. Strays with no home. But Reese is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis. He's funny. I like him. Rawson. I know nothing about her. And Dugald. A man who became Frang's father. He has my gratitude. Don't bother. Frang never met the Keepers, but the unnamed boy did. Once, a few of them, many years ago, we fought. The unnamed boy survived even though he showed fear. Shouldn't do that. The Keepers approached the camp of the boy's people, but that past does not belong to Frang. I'm Frang.
Alright. Anyone else that wants to talk to me?
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be. So you really don't know? If you're not from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole, but you have my sympathies. Just know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole, but now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers. One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice. Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realised everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time it only got worse. No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking. It must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness. That must have caused his fever, his insanity. Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Frang brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and the weirdness. Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats. I was in a strange place. Dark. Full of fog. Eerie. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night, and then I kept falling, and falling, and falling. And then I woke up. We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
All right. New location. I thought I was gonna leave this place after yesterday, but it seems there is more to do in here.
Buy something or bugger off. Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off. Orla thinks having the Dalriata here will be good for business. But whose business, I ask? I bet all those old codgers have already buried their coin purses. They're so scared they'll get robbed. Give it a week,
and they'll forget where they hid them. And where does that leave me? Bloody Brendan has ruined me with this.
Pursue potential customers. Listen here, pal. Clearly you don't understand how trading works in a place like this.
I've no idea where you come from, but here, it's the potential customer who needs to pursue the vendor. And that vendor decides to sell to them or not.
It's the vendor who makes the decision, not the other way around. How many people here do you think are offering to exchange goods for coins? I'll tell you, not bloody many.
Yeah, Orla, a woman merchant from the Keep. Go on, try giving her your money. I bet she'll just shortchange you and call it a day. She has no wit and no finesse when it comes to trading. I wouldn't mind knowing that myself. She stole a lucrative business contract out from under me and my family, then made herself at home here. Damn those Timberwall merchants.
Everyone's always yammering about Timberwall. Timber this, timber that. Bugger them all. Remember, good business, only with Connacht. Fair prices, no bullshit. I just told you, a business contract. It's an agreement. Two sides. One sells, the other pays. Sometimes you can also exchange material goods. A barter transaction.
But anyway, it fell through. The captain'd rather deal with that woman. Good riddance to him. Well, it's all water under the bridge now. Yes, Connacht. From a merchant family, to be specific. Though I've always wanted to join the Royal Geographers. To chart the uncharted.
But I broke my leg. Badly enough that I couldn't travel anymore.
After the accident, I was stuck at home, sitting on my ass and looking after the books. It was driving me crazy. Not what I wanted from life.
When that contract I told you about fell through, I stayed here for a bit. Lost track of time. My brother got worried, so he came looking for me. I told him I'm not going back empty-handed.
So he said we might as well do business here then. He helped me set up the shop, then left for home. You've never heard of them? They're a guild of explorers, dating back to the age of legends. They travel across Avalon, documenting all the lost and forgotten places, crawling through hidden caves, discovering old ruins. That's what LSA and I dreamed of, though only one of us got to live it. Oh yeah? Maybe you wouldn't know a good thing if it bit you right in the ass. I swear, people these days. Well, a friend from back home. It was a long time ago. We were both snot-nosed kids who didn't know any better. We'd run around Connacht, drawing maps of every corner we could find. And on the farms, LSA insisted on marking every stone in the fields. My mother used to get on my ass for wasting so much paper and charcoal. Good times. She got in with the geographers, started running errands for them. Well, it was right after my accident. I might have acted a bit rashly. Said some things I shouldn't have. You know how it goes. We stopped talking, and then she left Connacht. Haven't seen her since. First thing I did when I arrived was ask the locals what this village is called. And they just said, wait for it, the village. There's also a sunken village nearby. So I asked them what that one was called, and they said, the Sunken Village. So I asked what it was called before it was flooded, and they told me, the village. How do you even work with that?
Long enough to know what sells. Not that I'd mind having a wider selection of goods, you know. Some more options on offer. But people here don't need much, so what you see is all I have. Then there's the refugees. For now, I guess they're good business. But long term, doubt it. Sooner or later they'll run out of money. They don't have any way to earn it since no one wants them here.
They'll get kicked out, or they'll just leave and not come back. But there'll be others around to keep the businesses running, more or less.
Alright. Do I want anything from him? Not really.
What do you want? Who are you? Brendan's back, and now we're tied to the Dalrata. Guess we'll be paying for that decision sooner rather than later.
Bloody hell, look at this! The whole place is in a shambles. Bunch of decrepit old coots. They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls, and sleep under leaking roofs. Can't even hammer a nail properly. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. But I'm not. Ah, shite. I can't even stand to look at it, let alone live here. And who are you? What you want? You another one of Durar's freeloaders? I bloody knew it. Retirement my arse. It's shit. Never a moment of peace. At least when I was still working, there was always something to do. Now, so, what you want? One day, my boy got it into his stupid head that old Gaban is ill. Bullshit. They're all telling me I should do something about it, or else I'm done for. I'll be dead as a doornail in no time. Ha! Like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't I? I've served my time. I've lived me life. And now you can all kiss my arse. So there. Peace and quiet. Good one. I'll only have my peace. At least when I'm with Finley, I don't need to listen to his nagging. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the keep, to come here. He did. They wanted him to look me over. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to himself, and that was it. Hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in everyone's arse for a living. These herbs. No idea what they're for. Heber said he doesn't know what's wrong with me, so there's no illness. I'm fit as a fiddle. Good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around, Finley's the name, doesn't nag me all the time. Yeah, right. He'd better focus on his job. That wimpy knight just arrived in the south, and he's already dead. Camelosian milksop. Kinda strange with all those Dalrata banners around. Who knows what they'll do with us? What's with all the questions? Get me a drink and maybe I'll consider talking. So, what was your question? Hold on. Finley is not my caregiver. He's my helper at most. Hey, first of all, I'm not a cripple who needs a decrepit dimwit running round after me. Secondly, do you know the problem with having a helper who's mute? He doesn't bloody talk. I mean, it's not all bad. At least I don't have to listen to even more bullshit. He puffs up like a marshmallow every time he tries to say something. But I don't understand shit. You're digging a little deep, aren't you? Bring me a drink, and I'll consider talking. So, what was your question? That's what he says anyway. But yeah, he's my blood. Eager like me, and look at that bulbous nose. Won't this so much clearly mine? But I ain't gonna talk with a stranger. It's like half the blighters here don't have working peckers, or they've never even touched a woman. Curious, aren't you? Fetch me a drink and we'll see about a chat. So, you see, back in the day, being a keeper was a serious business. Now, don't even get me started. You used to come here with a mission. Not to run away from your bloody mother. Nowadays, lads get brought here by their own kin when they've had enough of them. Or they think the Orns can hide them from the law. No, back in my day there was none of this scum. I came here to serve. My girl cried when I left her, but I've always known this is where I wanted to be. How was I supposed to know she had a bloody bun in the oven? By the time the wean was born, I was already planning the lighthouse's construction. Heck knows what he came here for. That's not my problem anymore, and I don't stick my nose in anyone else's business. Oh, so many. I'm starting to like you, stranger. And trust me, it's been a long time since I liked, well, anybody. I liked me brothers in arms back in my glory days. Good lads, every damn one of them. Tough as nails, loyal to a fault. A kind of men you'd want beside you in the darkest holes of Avalon. But they're gone now, all of them. The old captain got it in his head to send us down to rediscover some mouldy tunnels under the keep. Damn fool mission that was. We went in together, but I was the only one to come back out. I can still see all their faces when I close my eyes. A hard loss it was, but I'm still here. Getting a bit too interested, aren't you? Those tunnels, right. Well, me and the lads went down there to check if we could repurpose them under the Orns. Damn fool mission that was. But here wasn't just some empty caves. There were monsters, straight out of Age of Legends. Sick stuff. Stuff to get under your skin. Looked like... hell, memory's all twisted up now. Like a bloody nightmare mixed with shadows that don't belong. Want to know more? Speak with Fergus. He's in charge of this shit show now. Now, I propose... Peace, you say. Problem is, sometimes I think they never died. They haunt me in my dreams, you know. Bloody bastards. I swear I wanted to go back and retrieve their bodies. But our late captain, make Grindelows piss on his grave, forbade me from going back. But when I drink, I usually pass out, and then I don't remember my dreams. So, I drink. My brothers deserved better.
Oh no. How many more conversations do I have to have?
Who are you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old, familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other, but a local is a local. It was easier to share with others, even when you didn't have much. A problem? No. No problem, just rambling to myself. But now that I look at you, sure enough, you don't look like one of them. Well, bloody brilliant. More outsiders. I might as well just die already. There's nothing left for a man in this place. Dalriata, for crying out loud. What was that old bastard even thinking? You asking me? They came here and made themselves at home. I ain't talking to any of them. Orderly. No damn rabble begging at the gates and eating us at a house and home. Yeah, back then, sure, civilians came and went. But housing them, feeding them? We had a rule. No freeloading. But I guess that went out the window, along with our pride. It used to mean something to be a keeper. You could come in off the streets and keepers would make a man out of you. Now, bunch of spoiled lordlings sold off to Brandon by their daddies for a bag of gold. Treated like they're made of glass. Soft. Weak. The lot of them. What's there to be proud of? You watch your damn mouth. We did everything we could. I've said it before. We need a whole damn army to keep this region in check. And besides, how do you know these leeches are even telling the truth? Every village wiped out. Just like that? Give me a break. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Do you see anything interesting around here? There's this tavern, and plenty of fish in the sea. Decent place to retire, but not much else. Well, if you're looking to sightsee, try the sunken village. Just don't let the locals tear you to shreds. I don't know, but you could put something on the table, and then maybe we can talk. Thank you. That's better. We used to come here, the three of us. Me, Berg, and Fedley. But lately, something's gotten into Berg, and it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley? Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff. Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea. Let me know what's wrong with him.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison? As for me, I couldn't care less, to be honest. What matters is that I still have someone to pour ale for. And I just hope the Dalriata won't wreck my tavern. Other than that, things will be fine. The locals might grumble for a while, but eventually, Lewis Pint in the south will bring them back here. Stale fish? Yeah. Look around. You're in the capital of fresh fish. Unless you're buying from Heffen. I can't vouch for him. Here though, take your pick. All today's catch. You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual, as it should be. Daddy will be proud. Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a werebeast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore. No, I don't recall anything like that. But that means... no. Impossible. What if... Holy moonshine. I remember. Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind. I've no idea how you found out about it. Sigi. He's dead. Taken by a fever. Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon. Well, he died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Sigi was a friend worth 5 others. And he was. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner. Never a dull moment with him, that's for sure. No problem. Listen, if by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore.
What do you have for sale? Food, fish, moonshine. I can make any of that. Who's next? Alisa.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean, not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag. My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm here with my husband, a very important cloth merchant. But surely you must have heard about our family. Not to brag, but we are rather prominent. I am famed amongst Camelot's courtiers for throwing the most magnificent feasts. Well, my Duncan is here on business, of course. A very important contract with the Lightkeepers. I decided to accompany him because I have never been to the south, and I've heard so much about its wild, untamed beauty. So far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell... it's like stale fish and sweat. Hopefully I don't have to suffer it much longer. Pray, tell me, do you know anyone here who would run a small errand for me? Oh, nothing major. You see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned estate overlooking the sea. It's not very far from here, but it's far enough away from all this rabble. If we stay here for a while, I need a place for myself. You understand that, right? No offense, but I can't keep living in a filthy room at an inn. When I asked the innkeeper to draw me a bath, he brought me a bucket. A bucket! Can you imagine? Finally, someone sympathetic to my plight. My Duncan has been heartless about it. He just keeps going on about how I was the one who wanted to come here. He told me to deal with it. Can you believe that? The nerve of the man. Well, what he doesn't know can't hurt him, can it? He should be glad that I can take care of myself. I'm not like the other high-born women, sitting around waiting to be handed everything on a silver platter. And besides, he knows better than to say no to me. Fine. The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants, not legal ones, mind you, who need to be evicted. Forcibly, if there's no other way. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Splendid! I can't wait to start decorating. Maybe something nautical, to go with the sound of the waves crashing on the cliffs? Or do you think that's a trifle trite?
Okay, whatever.
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I've tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer? You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Fridayyyyy Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon. By the All-Mother, don't tell me you don't know what Fridayyyyy is. The largest duchy in the middle of the island, with the wise Lady Kincaid in power, who has a hold over the entire territory. Nothing? Oh, really?
Is there something wrong with her eyes? I feel like... Does she have, like, paint?
Fridayyyyy is one of the first duchies on Avalon. It is a beautiful land with lush fields, forests rich in game, and most
I
importantly,
feel like when she blinks,
the
their eyes
Wildstone
still
mines
there.
in the west, the primary source of our wealth. Well, at least that's how I remember it. Now it's a mere shadow of its former glory. Oh, it's a rare and coveted material, necessary to create the sturdiest steel in the world. As you can imagine, dear, it used to be Fridayyyy's greatest treasure, until the primordial fog took our minds. I know, child. I know. Everyone was surprised. Camelot turned up their noses at this for years. But after Lord Kincaid died, and Aiden, Lady Kincaid's son, disappeared, the nobles of Fridayyyyy decided she could stay on the throne. Even if Aiden had been alive, she would still be ruling as a regent until he came of age. But between you and me, he wasn't a very bright boy. So she would have been ruling until her death anyway. Oh, we're lucky to have her. Difficult times require determined leaders. Worse than ever. Oh, the wordness is thickening, and the roads are getting dangerous and unpredictable. That's why I'm here, wandering Avalon looking for solutions. If I don't do this, who will, You're probably wondering what a feeble old lady who can't even lift a sword could possibly accomplish. But King Arthur didn't conquer Avalon just because he couldn't swing a blade. No, he had knowledge, and enough wisdom to know how to use it. Lady Kincaid wasn't happy when she found out about this idea, But all Mother's mercy, I am her tutor. She cannot dictate what I do, no matter her standing. Oh, do you mean a family? Oh, I've never had time for such trifles. No suitor was ever more interesting than a good book, nor did any of them smell better either. And I've raised enough of other people's children to never wish for my own. Unbelievable! The book clearly described a figure like a Minheir. Oh, no. I never thought it could be actual Fordweller. Probably one of the lost. Elvis never described him as a living, intelligent creature. More like a piece of furniture. So many years after the war, and the keepers treated him so callously. And there was so much we could have learned from him. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I was terribly wrong. I'd convinced myself that I would find what I was looking for on the Andraste. Oh, what a silly old goose I've turned out to be. Here, take these coins as a token of my gratitude. Although the knowledge you found is invaluable, you are a bright child. Who knows? Maybe you'll find a way to beat the weirdness.
Thank you. Level up. I don't want to steal. Anyone else I didn't talk to? You too.
You remember Sewell Firstfoot's tomb?
Don't make me repeat myself. Buzz off.
You remember Sewell Firstfoot's
Alright.
tomb? Used to be a popular pilgrimage.
Upstairs, there's someone.
Oi, Noel! What if I pulled...
Other side. Hello.
Oi. You're not from around here, are
Oi.
you? Come on. Sit down and tell me something about the world out there. Don't know. If I knew what to ask, I'd have asked it already. Now that I believe. Everywhere's a mess. Even here. I remember when we were held in the same regard as Camelot. Look at us now. They're taken in wimps. It's nothing like the old days. You bet they were. It's all been falling apart ever since they put Captain Brendan in charge. That one's got 2 coins, whereas I should be, if you ask me. Doesn't care about anyone or anything. He's just looking out for his own skin. Worst captain I ever served under, no doubt. Not that I serve anymore, I'm retired now. Filth everywhere, and it reeks of fish. Everyone's terrified of the weirdness. It's hard to believe I've lived long enough to see times like these. Not that long ago, we used to scare kids with stories about the weirdness. But now, grown men wet themselves if we tell the same tales. Honestly, I'm done with it all. I don't even recognize this world anymore. And I don't want to. Don't even get me started. Fergus always claims he's busy, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what he actually does. Probably just pretends to work. I talk to Riderick from the museum sometimes, but that one's a real know-it-all. We always end up arguing about how things used to be. If you ask me, they're all just as bad as each other. It's never gonna be the same again. My brothers are gone, and I'm left here, all alone. We had a beautiful tradition. Choosing new keepers was done differently back then. You had to lie down and sleep in a special spot, but that's all I'm gonna say. It's a secret, and it looks like it'll die with me. Huh? Of course I do. In my day, it wasn't sunken. It was a beautiful, lively place. Pilgrims would visit the All-Mother's Temple and Excalibur, and end up in the village. It broke my heart when I heard about the flooding. They say the Druids caused it, but who really knows? It doesn't matter now, who did or didn't do what. It's over, that's all. Now go on, leave me, like everyone else has. There's nobody left with any sense to talk to.
Alright, I think I talked to everyone in here. Let's go out. Let's do a bonfire. Level up. Endurance. Alright, so we have full. What will we do next? Endurance, health, health. I mean, health is good, but the other things are useless to me. Unarmed? No. Two-handed, one-handed general. Melee damage, physical damage. Attack speed. That's also useless. Movement. That's good. That's good. That's good. Sliding. You can slide in this game. Okay. Combat. Mana is nice. That's nice. Also good. Perception stealth, dagger's critical. Right, let's rest till morning. Let's re-summon my army. Okay, any quest nearby? Permission. Alright, let's teleport. Projectile.
There are a few retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need, more or less. You can always go see for yourself. People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beacon of hope this far south. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can take, but that's a problem for another time. You know where to find me if you come across any more. Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the age of legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose. I knew we'd have to deal with this sooner or later. Time isn't exactly on our side. Mahon's condition worsens with each passing night. It's hard for me to admit, but nobody, including myself, really knows what's going on. Maybe a fresh perspective is exactly what we need. If you find any clues, follow them. I'm only interested in the details, and ideally, the solutions.
Alright, where are the tunnels? All along the watchtower. Let's explore the dungeons. Garrison. Broken lock.
Dalriata in the keep. If Brendan's betting they won't kill us all, he's got more faith than me. Are you here to keep me company or put me out of my misery? Just kidding. I love the view, but this weather is killing me. Always windy. Always moist. You don't say. I didn't choose to be here. Our beloved quartermaster sent me to freeze my arse off. He said as punishment for spitting on the good name of the keepers, whatever the hell that means. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay, and maybe some of my clothes. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my gold. I can spend it how I please. Oh, aye, I need a warm coat, and I mean the absolute warmest coat you can get, huh? Osprey might have something in stock or know how to make one. I'd ask myself, but he's not exactly speaking with me these days. Oh, come on, can't you see I'm freezing? Who in their right mind orders someone with bad joints to patrol the walls in this kind of weather, eh? Thanks. I'll be right here, freezing my arse off.
Hey, tell me, can you read? Listen, I'm no good with words. Could you read me a letter from my sister? She's learning how to read and write. Can you believe it? She writes letters to me. I'm so proud of her. They always make fun of me for not knowing how to read. And Enid is still learning. I don't want them to make stupid jokes about her if it's bad. I know our village is in the arse end of nowhere, but it's not our fault no one ever gave a shit about it. At least now things are changing. Maybe my sister will have a better future, eh? Ah, thanks. Here's the letter.
Him. Not so good news.
And what did it say? Everyone's healthy? No, you must have misunderstood something. What do I do now? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I should go back to him, right? I guess. I guess that's true. Yes. Excuse me. I need to be alone.
Captain Brendan back? And with Dalriata? I suppose he has his reasons. Must be some strategy in it, right?
I need to find the entrance to the dungeon. I guess it's from outside. Let's check. No. Or maybe here. Oh, here. Nice. All right. Let's save. And let's go. Who do we meet in the crypt? All the friendly faces. Alchemy station. Moonshine. Potions. Potions. Holy, hello. Two out of 5. Get him. Oh, there's someone upstairs. Very nice. One more. Okay, I got them all. I want to explore more not leaving yet. Just potion, nice. What is that? Slime. Weird slime. Let's check the other side. Not much in here. Origin potion. Anything else to explore? Okay. That's not scary at all. Please don't bite me. A croc maw. Get it. What is that light? I can't see shit. Ring of protection. Chest. I like me some chest. Pine breaker. Ancient breastplate. Yeah, I cannot use any of this. Unfortunate. Armor. Okay, time to go out. Scary place. Very scary. Alright, let's talk to the captain. This guy is sleeping the whole game. Also, my speech to text is not working, I guess. Is my mic working? Yeah, it is, okay. I'm not gonna bother with that. It just decided to not work.
You actually did it? Cleared out those tunnels on your own? Every captain before me thought it was a fool's errand, not worth the risk. And how are those tunnels? Salvageable? Aye, that it does. Camelot won't be eager to finance the repairs, but knowing the threat's been dealt with is a victory in itself. Perhaps someday we'll see them restored. Until then, we can at least rest easier. So the Keep owes you for this. Here's your reward. And what about Goban's friends? Did you find any trace of them? Give those to Goban, if you haven't yet. He's restless, but maybe seeing those again will help settle him. Might even help him get his act together.
Shit, I'm heavy. What did he give me? An axe. Let's sell the stuff. I'm so fast. Workbench, I found it finally. Hold on, I need to sell you stuff first. Because I don't need any of this, to be honest.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall.
Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit.
But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. And now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank. Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Hold on. Handcrafting. I need to make this thing. I'm missing the leather. Broken item? There is like a chance. Okay, I got it. Deer pelt. Okay. Do I need to go deer hunting? Can I buy the stuff from him? I can. I did not mean to buy that. What do I need to do for him? I forgot. A warm coat. Oh, this one. I got it. A warm coat. Also, whatever. Where is he? Up there. How do I get there? I don't know who I made the other stuff for. Here.
Oh, thank you, friend. Let me repay your kindness. Even though I don't have much, I can at least tell you about something I saw a little while ago. It might be interesting for an adventurer like you. See those rocks near the shore? When it gets dark, sometimes I see a light there. I'm no sure what it could be though. A bandit camp this close to the Horns? Impossible. The Daliata? No way. They wouldn't hide like that. Maybe something else entirely? It's probably nothing, but maybe you could find something interesting or valuable there. Farewell.
Well, let's explore and find out. Rosemary. You see a cave? Oh, that's not a cave. Very friendly. Yeah.
So much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question. Do you have any food? I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food? Oh dear. Yes, food. That stuff you put in your mouth to make sure your body doesn't wither and die, you know? Fish, meat, vegetables, bread. Oh, some bread would be especially nice. But I'll take anything, really.
Do I have a bread? Tomato, onion, butter, cheese, potato, honey. I don't have bread. At least I don't see it. Butter, crab, apple.
Thanks. I'll be forever indebted to you. But don't expect much. The only payment I can offer you is seashells, or, you know, access to an infinite well of ancient druidic wisdom. I'd rather you choose wisdom. I threw out my collection of seashells a few days ago after I stepped on them with my bare feet. Much better. Time for a nap. Oh, except you're still here. Oh no, don't tell me you still have questions. Oh, how terrible. And he's stuck somewhere, afraid to leave his safe spot, I presume? Poor soul. As far as abysmal living conditions go, I'm starting to think my cave might not be so bad. At least I can leave whenever I please. Not that I would ever want to. Yes, I heard. I just didn't find it immediately relatable. Anyway, the curse. And how does it manifest? Well, if it hasn't succeeded yet, it's either a lousy curse or... Tell me, how does he act? Does he seem incapable of focusing, prone to outbursts, muttering to himself, stubborn as a mule? Well, it isn't a curse at all. It's an ailment of the mind that forces the afflicted to seek meaning where there is none, and then base their life decisions on what they find. In extreme cases, such a person can, for example, starve themselves to death, or kill anyone who looks at them the wrong way. It's not a pleasant condition, but it's treatable. You need to take a Grindelows tooth, powder it, mix it with sage, and pour the disgusting result into some alcohol. Give it to him and say, I don't know, something along the lines of, with the power of nature, I release you from the power of the evil eye. Nature closes the eyelid of the eye to reverse the flow of negative energy from... something like that, blah, 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 blah. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just throw in the name of the poor sod at the end and you should be magically cured. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Since the curse isn't real, the ritual to break it also isn't real. It's all purely symbolic. But it works better if the one who performs it believes in the power of the spell. If you do it poorly, the knight might sense your insincerity and his reaction could be unpredictable. My name is Drest, and I am the local hermit. I don't understand your skepticism. I live alone in a cave, collect seashells, and occasionally talk to crabs. What else could I be? But didn't you know? There are no more druids. The mob rounded them all up, stuffed them into a giant wicker man, and lit a fire. Their screams could barely be heard over the roaring flames, but the stench of the burning flesh easily overwhelmed the smell of blazing wicker. Its glow painted the sky in reds and yellows, for the entire night. Don't be silly. How could I have been there if I'm here now? Some years ago? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Can we change the subject? I'm sure there are more interesting things we could be talking about. Well, I live here, obviously. Why not? It's a perfectly good cave, albeit a bit drafty and damp. Well, it could be better, to be honest, but we can't all live in mansions, can we? The same way you did, I presume. Am I? That's odd. No one ever accused me of that before. Well, I guess that's what living alone in a cave does to your conversational skills. Oh, you know what would be nice? A bath. I do miss baths. I suppose when someone says they miss the taste of roast pork, you tell them to go lick a pig. Anyway, show me the scroll. Yes, I see. Well, you should definitely follow the ritual. Just make sure you do everything exactly as it is written. I'm sorry, I can't tell you anymore, but it is essential that you discover it for yourself. Revealing the details would spoil the effect. The pursuit of knowledge often requires taking great risks. Now, off you hop. The ritual awaits.
Okay, what do we have in here? Not much. Get him. Let's rest. Resummon my army. Onion. Rest. Get him. Am I too heavy? No. Oh, that's a big boy. Get him. An ogre. Nice, level up. We can teleport somewhere. Quest. Okay, what can we do?
An alliance with the Dalriata. I hope it's not at the expense of the rest of us. The tribes will always fight for themselves first. Anyone caught in the middle is just a pawn. Brendan may hold them together for now, but the Dalriata don't stay united for long.
Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Beatrice. As for me and Cole, well, we left Ree hoping to find a quiet place to rest for a bit.
We planned to travel the King's Road toward Camelot. Well, here we are. We found our bloody Camelot. Cole is locked up and all I can do is shed bitter tears.
Yeah, we grew up there. The village was built around a trade route. My parents ran a tavern that stood right by the road.
We had a good life. We lacked for nothing. Well,
That was before the damned grubwood started spitting out monsters. Then more and more caravans disappeared into the forest. People were telling stories that grew more horrifying by the day. In the end, taking that route meant certain death. The same thing that will happen to every place on this god-forsaken island. Ruin. We used to have generous clientele. Merchants and emissaries from all over Avalon. They had deep pockets, always left lots of gold. But, well, that changed. Then our only income came from the villagers, who were getting drunker and poorer by the day. That was always our plan. Col and I never wanted to stay there forever. Beatrice and Cole from the village of Remy, that wasn't us. Yeah. I doubt I'll ever see him again. I don't think there's anything worth going back for. Each of us has a different story. Some wanted to seek their fortune elsewhere, like me and Cole. Some had to flee their homes because of bandits pillaging their villages, or because of the weirdness. Remy could be one of those places by now. There's so much turmoil in this world. People can suddenly lose themselves, becoming a danger to those they once loved.
I feel like this dream is just a dialogue.
2 or 3 weeks ago, things were starting to get difficult. The supplies we brought with us were running low. A larger group of people is always helpful. There's always someone to talk to and share the work with. But it also means more mouths to feed and more worries to deal with. It's not easy.
I wonder if I ever meet someone that is like happy to be here. Like everything goes well for him. So far, everyone is miserable.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration? Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture. Thank you. For them. You are from nowhere, just like me. That's why I believe you. Take those flowers away, burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. I don't want to look at them.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
We can level up. Let's level up. Endurance. Okay, we have maxed out summoning. This tree is good, but I want to check out this one. Do we want more money? This is like good for quality of life, and the other one is good for battle. Thanks to my minions, I don't think I have trouble with battle yet. Maybe I need to focus on this one. Okay, what's next?
You went down there and came back with their tags?
I did.
Damn. Didn't think anyone would ever bring those back up. Lads must be resting a bit easier now.
Hello,
Or
welcome.
so I'd like to think. They deserve better than to be left in that pit. You did right by them, stranger. Hell, you did right by me too. So, let's drink to that.
Ouch.
Why the hell would I do that? I want to celebrate. You can't celebrate with seawater and fish,
No
you
bully.
dummy. Did I? Oh, I don't remember. And if I don't remember, it doesn't count. But maybe I did say it.
No.
Cozying up to a bottle the day I came back alone from those damn tunnels. I guess it's time I made good on my word. For them. For me. This old fool is done with the booze. I think I owe you. More than I got words for. The guts to go down there, and you brought back what I couldn't. That's something I won't forget, stranger.
Alright. Do I have any more quests here? Good. You maybe?
Maybe the fish aren't always fresh, but nothing should go to waste. So, some fish?
No, not you. This one? Do you have anything? Yeah.
Huh. Guess he's got nobody else to get pissed with. Finley never liked drinking alone with him. Tainted tends to get into one of his moods. And? What? That's all? You're bothering me just because that old rascal is sitting alone in the inn with nobody to natter to. You people, bugger off.
Repairing the deck. How do I repair the deck? I see there is a quest. Oh. 50 wood. Okay, where do I get that? How many do I have? Do I have any? I don't remember getting any wood. I like to talk to this guy. Yeah, that's my style of conversations. I want to be voice actor for this guy. Yeah. Which way? That way. Okay. I need wood. Can I cut trees in this game? I didn't even try it before. Great. Okay. Let's go here. Three. Well, can I cut it? No. Oh, I one-shot him, okay. I have quest in here. I see darkness. What is that quest about? I see darkness. Okay. I did find it. And let's try sleeping. Maybe that does something. Oh, I got teleported somewhere. Interesting. I have no map. Wine, onions. What the fuck am I? Follow me, minions, let's explore. That's scary. I think something wants to eat me. Hello? Anyone home? I can't see shit. Oh, there is someone. Hello. Are you friendly? You're green. You be friendly.
Come closer, please. Just for a brief moment. It won't hurt.
I don't trust you.
My name, in your language, it would be Abhartak.
Nice to meet you.
I was imprisoned years ago by your king. Human, but inhuman at the same time. I suffer, I wither, I am defiled. They left me here to endure hunger and pain. I cannot bear this form. It is twisted and unbefitting of a foredweller. Ah, so you've come here to save that man. Fool, you cannot help him now. His humanity has been devoured. He has been freed from this pointless human existence. My death will change nothing. It has gone too far. Instead, let me taste your blood. You too shall be free.
I'm good.
Let me taste your blood.
Nope.
I need just a little. Let me bite you.
Nope. Good. Yeah, let me.
To ease the pain.
He's like a vampire.
Yours and mine. I need food, and you need a bit of care. You humans are fragile. I can handle that.
Do I get any buff if he bites me? But I don't really want him to bite me. But I feel like there is a reason I should let him. No. Oh, he's aggressive. Get him. Get him, minions. Good night. The death buff. I'm good. My summons are OP. I'm the best summoner. I need to you and you. Let's do this quest. Where is it? That way? No. I need to go around. But can I go around? Maybe over? Jump! Nice. No. The game does not let me go. Yes, finally. Finally. Which way? This way. Sage. I need sage. What is this place?
Who's there? The living don't come around here without a good reason.
Ghost. Okay.
What do you want? To bring me peace? The quiet I so long for? Ask for a blessing from the shrine? You don't want to do that. It never ends well. I'm haunting the shrine, against my will. Wait. I can see you've met Berg. I can see the threads that connect you. Threads. They stick to people. Bind one living being to another. That's all I understand about it. Maybe I've not been on this side long enough. Or maybe I'm just too stupid, even for being dead. I remember him. The rest is a blur. We had a strong bond. We knew each other for years. We served together. Yeah, for years. I don't know much else. I keep forgetting things. I'm Kendall. Or I used to be. Hard to tell if I still am. Or only used to be. Maybe I usually am. I don't know. I'm too stupid for this. I once thought ghosts and wraiths must be wise. And yet, here I am. But that wasn't what you asked me. I don't remember much. I was a keeper, a lance corporal. There was an ambush, bandits. They killed me on the spot. It was right here, exactly in this spot. And from that very moment, I've been bound to this shrine. But I don't want to be. My place is there, in the haunts of the south.
Yep. Lance Corporal.
I need to finish my service. I need to rest
I
somewhere
guess
more
so.
appropriate. Take my remains. Find Berg. He'll know what to do. That's all.
Best friends forever. To dig up his remains. And where are your remains? There you are. Right. Let's go here. Who is shooting at me? Getting dark. Potato, beef. Wood, I found wood. I need like 30 or 20. F15. Okay. Let's go up first. And then we go down. Shit, I'm heavy. I need to get rid of some stuff. Drop. Drop. Okay, let's go downstairs. Anyone? Hello? Get him. Wait, where are my minions? Oh. Get him. Level 20. Nice. He's fine. Apples. Who these? Morris.
Please, don't kill me. I'm not with them. Not by choice. Don't let my face fool you. The only thing I've ever raided is my wife's pantry, after she made the preserves. You saw Rossin? How is she? Oh, that's such a relief. I'm not happy she's been worrying, but at least I know she made it. I know how rough things can be out here at night. If it's not the bandits, it's the weird beasts. Oh, my poor Rossin isn't built for that kind of life. Oh, that's good to know. I was beginning to wonder if there were any decent folk left around here. God, the things I've seen in this camp. I'm just glad Rossin didn't have to witness it all. I want to hold my wife again. More than anything. That's all that matters. Blasted cat. If it weren't for this brand, I'd head straight to the Horns and beg them to let me in. As I am now, they just assume I'm another bandit who got tired of living. And what if they tell me to take it off? They'll think I'm trying to sneak in. Blasted cat. Even dead, she's still ruining my life. Wait, maybe if I bring Cat's head to the Horns, that'd prove I'm not with them. What do you think? Oh, thank you. Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you. If there's a reward for Cat's head, it's all yours. I really hope Rossin is safe and sound somewhere in the Horns. That's the only thing that matters.
Alright, let's go out. There's nothing more in here, I guess. Did he take his head? Probably. Let's level up. No, this one. I mean, everything is good. Let us start the morning.
Bloody hell. Not another ghost. Leave me alone. I swear if you don't leave me alone, I'll kill you. Take this away from me. Don't you know this kind of thing tends to bring bad luck? I don't want to see him again. I went there one evening. Gods only know why. I could feel something odd. Like I had Kendall thrashing around in my head already, calling to me. I've never been a godly man, you know. One time I visited a shrine, and look what that got me. A ghost hovering over my head. I dug around a bit looking for Kendall's remains, and then I heard howling, got scared and ran away. At first, I thought it was a wild animal, or some weird beast. Thinking about it now, I guess it must have been Kendall. He was letting me know he was coming. Damn him. All right. I went there, and Kendall didn't say a thing about a burial at sea. All he said was that he won't know peace until he takes me with him to the underworld. I may be old, but I don't want to go there yet. The idea terrifies me. Now I see what he's up to. He's using you to remind me of his threat. God damn it! We set our friend up. Don't you understand? We traded his life for ours. Tagden told the bandits to take Kendall because he was the commander. Told them he would be a good hostage. And if they let us go, he would tell the captain what had happened. And they just laughed, but I was still hoping they'd listen to Tagden. I don't know. Tagden and Finley seem fine, but I've felt bone-crushing guilt ever since it happened. Wouldn't you be wondering if you could have done something more than just beg for mercy? Finley lost his tongue, Tainted his hand, and me, now I'm an old hobbler missing a leg. We all have wounds to remind us of what happened until the day we die. And that's why we decided to never tell a soul. Please, take his remains away from here. Maybe say a good word about me to his ghost. My years of guilt must surely be enough penance.
Okay. They betrayed him, but like to save their lives. Nah, that's fucked up. $50. I need a lot more wood. They are gone. Where are they?
Hope nothing bad. I promise you, dear. Cat is dead. We're safe here now.
And they just let you in with that brand? No trouble at all?
No, none at all. You see, I had some help. Oh, you're here. Good. This is my savior, the only one who took down Bald Cat. Oh, I really owe you for that.
No need to worry, love. As long as we're together, we'll be just fine.
Yes. I hope they'll let us stay here a bit longer. We'll make ourselves useful, but I just don't have the strength to move on right now.
My poor dear. Don't worry, I'll take care of you now. And before long, you'll be as right as rain.
Here, I got a reward for Cat's head. Of course, no one believed I was the one who killed her. But to that pencil pusher up there, a head's a head.
And this is from me. It's not much, but no amount of gold could ever repay having my husband back.
Oh, it's you. Did you hear? The Keeper was cured. Cole wasn't so lucky. He's fallen into a strange state. A while ago, one of Fergus's men came by and told us, "You're bloody lucky Mahon got better." And that's the only reason we're still allowed to stay in the village. He just sits there, staring. He doesn't notice anyone. It's almost as if all the life inside him is frozen. Even the part of him that was full of aggression. I had a feeling something might change with your involvement. I knew you'd find something. I wish I could tell you more. I wish I could thank you. But right now, I just don't have the strength. You tried, and that means a lot. But it's hard, and I don't think I can properly show my gratitude. I'm sorry. I've been wondering why I should stay, but then I realised that Cole is still here. He's not himself, but his body is still here. His face. I can't leave him alone. Most of them wanted Cole dead, but Fergus forbade anyone from interfering. Since Mahon is getting better, he decided that Cole's fate is in our hands. But if anyone else raises a hand against him, they'd be sentenced, as if for murder. That cooled the tempers of the keepers and lessened the open hostility from the villagers. Besides, you've seen him.
He hasn't moved much in the past few hours. I can't abandon him. Even if he's not exactly the Cole I knew, he still looks like him. I won't ask you to end his agony. How could I? I'll take care of him for as long as he lives. And then, I don't know. I'll probably leave this godforsaken place. Yes. Perhaps that's what should be done. Just do it quickly, at night. I don't want anyone to see. And I thank you.
How do I get up there? Oh, this way. Do I really kill him? Ended his suffering.
You're back. Does that mean it's over? It's strange. In a moment like this, I should feel something. But I don't. There's nothing. Just emptiness. The night is so quiet. It's a good thing Cole left this world in peace. That's something he'd been missing lately. I won't keep you any longer. I'll start packing and leave before dawn. I'll head towards Kuanocht and then... we'll see. I thank you for trying. And for freeing me from this place. Take care.
I wonder if there was an option to cure him, but I guess not. Anyways, I need to end. Let's save. I need to end. Do we raid? We can raid. How do we rate? Clip, no, rate journal. Let's rate a book. Yeah, I can't stream in the afternoon, but tomorrow probably we will continue our journey. We have some quests left. Thank you for the follows, thank you for lurking, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.